Hey everybody, it's Gray, and it's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. It is Saturday, September the 6th. Well, today is a special day here because it is somebody's birthday. Now, I'm not going to tell you who, but, well, yes, I am going to tell you who. Why not? Why not tell you who? It's our patron saint of this fine podcast. He was my sidekick, my Ed McMahon, for many, many years. My second banana, the guy who used to sit here all the time with me during many, many podcasts. If you go back on YouTube and you look up some of my earlier podcasts, I've done like 500 of these, 550 of these. You'll see him. He was right in that spot. You see that spot over there near the door? Kind of not near the door, but a little bit up here. An open spot there in the wooden floor. Yeah, right there. That's where he used to hang out. We're talking about Bud, my late friend, Bud. It's his birthday. He would have been 14, I think. Since he was a shelter dog and got him from Alabama. And as far as they could tell, he was 2 years old. Uh, and he was with me for 12 years. So I was never good at that. Two times, he would have been about 14. Here he is. And this is appropriate because he's got the birthday cake. We celebrated some birthday with him. He has his birthday bib on there, or shawl, uh, whatever the hell you got. And it's a birthday cake, but it's not a real one. Not a real cake, not real candles. So there's no worries there. And look at him smile. Yeah, that was Bud right there. And I had to show you this. This was Bud's original toy, his favorite, Oreo. It's stinky. It's very stinky. It still has Bud's old shit. There, well, it's stinky. See? Look. It's got the face there. Yay. But it's very cute. And then the final piece de resistance to celebrate his birthday. Here it is. There's Bud on himself. And his ashes on the tree. This is a heavy box, huh? It's sort of like Bud on himself, who was a chunk of a guy. Yeah, it's got his name on it. Very fancy box there. And there's where the Bud resides. And he is always with me on my desk, right next to it. Computer, and I'm putting his Oreo on top, and it's happy. So there's my the patron saint of this farm of kids. Oops, God bless you, Bubba, and happy birthday. Well, I told you I'd be back today to give you a pick or two of the NFL. How about those Chiefs losing that? You know, either they're looking ahead to the Eagles, which I know is a big game this week, or they're just not that good because they're playing, they lost to the Chargers, which is big. It was a division game and they lost. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, the Chiefs aren't going to win the AFC West this year. The Denver Broncos, the trendy pick. Maybe, I don't know if the Chiefs can play like they are. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they're just not that good. We'll see next week when they play at home against our Eagles. Wouldn't it be nice if the Eagles went in there and kicked their asses again and flooded Taylor Swift? I mean, that would be very nice, but we'll see next week what happens. But I was surprised that the Chiefs lost. That's San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, whatever. Maybe somebody to keep it on. So tomorrow, big slate of games, first weekend of the season. It's great. You got Baltimore and Buffalo at night. Oh God, what a game! playing up in Buffalo. Now the thing is, it's not cold and snowy there, so it's not a big advantage for Buffalo. But they've got their home crowd, the Bills Mafia, they call themselves. And but it's a hell of a Baltimore team. I picked Baltimore to get to the Super Bowl and Steelers. And it's a hell of a team. Lamar Jackson. So it's going to be a great game. I think that's going to be the game to watch tomorrow. The Lions and the Packers. Not a bad game to watch either. In Green Bay, will Michael Parsons play? I don't know. We'll find out. But the game I'm picking tonight is I'm taking the Browns. Browns plus 5.5 over Cincinnati. And there's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, the Browns were at home. Number two, since the Bengals got picked Joe Burrow as their quarterback, and he has only won one time in Cleveland. And the Bengals in general have a hard time winning. They're cross-state rivals, interstate rivals. So there's always a little extra motivation. And but the Bengals, they have a tough time winning in Cleveland. And you got to add to the fact that the Bengals suck the first 2 weeks of the season. Look back in the statistics. They started 0-2 last year. They just, for some reason, they are not good during the first 2 weeks of the season. I mean, they even tried, if you remember, the Bengals played the first preseason game against the Eagles, and they started their starters in the first quarter, first half, because they're trying to find a way to break the jinx so they get off to a faster start in the regular season. We'll see, but to me, I got to take the Browns plus you're getting points 5. So even if the Browns lose by 3, you still do that. The Browns are starting Joe Flacco. He's not what he used to be. And he even isn't what he used to be 2 years ago when he had the Browns players. But he is better than the slot they had before. Now, what did they have? Don't call it this. Because of slot. So anyway, take me, I'm just telling you. Cleveland plus 5.5. That's the pick for tomorrow. So, okay, I'll let you go, everybody. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy the college football. Go Phillies. They won last week. They destroyed the Fish. They're playing tonight. Yeah, 4:10. Be aware. Jesus Luzon is back in one. He's going to be pumped up for this game. Pitching. Jesus Luzon has left some really high striking games this year. We'll tell you a couple times. And if you take him for 7 strikeouts, that's plus money. If you go up to 8, 9, 10, or beyond, talk about you pay off a mortgage with that. I'm just saying. But there is a thing, the general could be more too. It's back home again, his friends are there, and it might be too late for something. But I think those arguments for football too. And I don't there's a little again. They're going to come home with things to do with things. With a lot of them. That's how. Push the program, it's really games, and I think this is their chance to salt away these delusion. And really, I put a clamp in the Mets too. The Mets are hanging on, trying to get into the wild card, and the Reds, the Giants are the Diamondbacks, the Cubbies are there. So it's not certain that the evil, rotten New York Mets are going to get into the playoffs. It's really good for the fantasy. Well, anyway, I'm taking the Phillies to win today, and Lazard to get at least 7 straight. That's what I'm going for. Trey Turner, 4 hits last night. But yeah, with all the hubbub about Kyle Schwarber, but rightfully so. He has 49 home runs. Well, he hasn't had a home run since he hit those 4 in 1 games. Trey Turner might be the MVP of his team. I mean, he leads the National League in hits. He almost leads the entire baseball world in hits. He's 2 behind Bishop of the Blue Jays. He's just stealing bases. He's playing solid defense, which is really an improvement for Turner. All around, he's just playing a great game, and he found his niche as the leadoff on this team. He really sets the table, scoring a lot of runs, sets the table for Harper and Schwarber and the rest of the guys further down the lineup. So kudos to Trey Turner. He very well may be the MVP of his team, maybe of the league, really. So good job, Trey Turner. So let's hope the Phillies win today, win tomorrow, come home with a lot of momentum to face the Mets. Starting on that day. Let's keep our fingers crossed. That. All right, everybody. Well, take care. Have a great weekend. Peace and love. And I'll talk to you sometime next week. See you later. Enjoy all the games this weekend.